Otakus and Geeks.
Hey guys, Justin here. Welcome to otakusandgeeks.com reviews. Justin here, and today I want to talk to you guys about The Bye Bye Man. Oh, The Bye Bye Man. Well, if you don't know what The Bye Bye Man is, it is one of the first horror movies to be released for 2017. And it's starting off with the traditional January movie trend that everything freaking sucks. Okay, let me just get this out the way, because this is going to be more of a rant than slash review, but I will talk about the movie. I have a huge problem with today's horror movies. It just seems like today's horror movies are relying too heavy on jump scares, and that's the problem I have with The Bye Bye Man. Is The Bye Bye Man scary? For me, personally, no. I can't tell you guys as an audience what's scary, because horror, just like comedy, is very subjective. What might scare you might not scare me. So I can't really base it on a scare factor, but I will say this. If you watch and study the horror movies from the 80s, the 70s, the 60s, and even the 50s, and even the old Frankenstein era with the monsters, all of them have one thing in common. One, they didn't rely too heavy on excessive jump scares. Two, they built tension. Three, they used the atmosphere, the music, the acting, everything was on point to make you feel very immersed with this. If The Bye Bye Man had a very good premise, and it could have been this modern day Candyman. They had this slogan that says, don't think it, don't say it. Don't think it, don't say it. Well, I have a saying too for this movie. Don't see it. Because, let me just start off with my first gripe with the movie. The movie starts off very, very strong. And, you know, you have this guy, not to give spoils away, but you got this guy who's basically trying to prevent this Bye Bye Man curse from keep happening. And in order to do that, he has to kill everybody that is aware of the Bye Bye Man. The problem with this movie, and I think that really brings this movie down, it's its rating. The movie is PG-13. It's very hard to have graphic imagery of somebody getting shot point blank with a shotgun. This happens in the movie. Point blank with a shotgun in the stomach, and there's no blood. It's like, wow. And I kid you not, at the screening, the minute I saw that scene, I said, what, is she a ghost? Is there no blood? Where's the blood? The whole theater started laughing and started applauding, like, oh my God, yes. What are you doing? You cannot have a point-blank shotgun gauge right in the stomach to this girl, and there's no blood. What's the point of you going PG-13 if you're trying to be graphic with this, with the imagery? And I think the PG-13 rating really hurt this movie, because it could have been this modern day Candyman with the premise of don't say the name, otherwise the entity is going to keep chasing you, just like how Candyman was. You say Candyman 5 times in the mirror, Candyman was going to come. But the difference between the Bye Bye Man and Candyman is Candyman has a backstory that's fleshed out. You understand why he's doing what he's doing. I left the theater with more questions than answers for the Bye Bye Man. Who is he? Why is he doing this? What's with the stupid dog? The CGI dog at that. And it just, nothing was really explained or fleshed out to me to understand why the Bye Bye Man was doing it. They did allude to something like he's like some form of Grim Reaper, but there's no backstory to the guy. There's no real reason for him to even be this. Just like this random creature that looks like powder in a zombie form with a hoodie and a CGI dog. There was nothing scary about it. And not to mention, let's talk about the jump scares here. Oh my God. Jump scare after jump scare after jump scare. My theater was going crazy. But if you watch enough horror as I do, it's just like, here it comes, jump scare. They use the same cliche techniques as every single horror movies for the past 10 years, you guys. You hear the music stops, boom, then there it is. Or you get the loud string quartet OST, original soundtrack music, while they're searching, they're ting, and it's just annoying. There's nothing scary about the jump scares anymore. If you're gonna use the jump scares, do it clever, man. There was one jump scare that did get me that I would say, okay, that was a good use of cleverness. I'm not gonna spoil it. You'll probably guess which one it is. It's one of the first earliest jump scares when the main character meets the Bye Bye Man for the first time and realizes he's in the room with him. Otherwise than that, I can't recommend this unless you're a big fan of jump scares, but it's PG-13, which hurts with the graphic imagery that they were really trying to go for. I think the more interesting story. Well, let me talk a little bit about the story. The main three cast members, they're decent actors. I mean, I had no problem with the acting. I mean, they probably had to be over the top or whatever they were really going for. I can't really blame them. I have to blame the script, and it just seems like they wanted to go a direction, but it seems like they didn't either have the budget or the studio told them they couldn't go a direction that they were really wanted to go with. I think if the Bye Bye Man would have stuck to the premise that they had in the first 10 minutes with this 1960s story, that was the more interesting story to me. That was the story that I got more engaged with this guy trying to prevent the Bye Bye Man curse from happening, him hunting down everybody that's aware of his existence and killing them. That was something, and just seeing how his psychological breakdown was happening, that was more interesting than the story we got with the three college kids. It's the same cliches. I mean, they had a good concept. They had it. It was there. It just dropped the ball with the jump scares. The PG-13 rating definitely hurts this concept of this movie. And the Bye Bye Man's not even fleshed out. You leave the theater wondering, who the hell's the Bye Bye Man? What was the whole point of that? What's the theme? What were you trying to get across to the audience when it came to the Bye Bye Man? I mean, you guys, I cannot recommend this movie. I'm gonna give my first movie of the year. I'm gonna review it. It's 2 out of 5 stars. I cannot recommend the Bye Bye Man. Wait till it hits Netflix, Hulu, Redbox, whatever you guys use. You can watch it there. Very cliche when it comes to jump scares. Typical stuff. It's nothing impressive, nothing new under the sun. You're better off just watching Candyman again, or just one of those other horror movies that have the premise of summoning a spirit, or watch Ouija Origins of Evil again. That was pretty decent. This is Justin from otakusandgeeks.com saying, later days, bye bye man. Don't see it, don't speak it, don't watch it. Peace.